Good morning, everybody. Orange J here with another War of the Visions video, and this is a special one because every 4 Fridays, more or less, we get a Friday Night Fights Final 8 Top 8 draft, and these are my favorite streams of the month every month, right? Like, I love doing regular Friday Night Fights. The drafts are on an entirely another level, and that's what we get tonight. You can see our top 8 finishers from the Kingdoms Cup were Mr. Aloha, Ace, Cop, Sir Mccrane, Sand Rooster, Maverick, Koryu, and Dervis. A lot of names that if you watch Friday Night Fights, you've seen before. We're kicking things off right now with the ban phase, and Mr. Aloha does the thing that everybody expects to happen. Starlight Elena gets banned straight away. You can see that in previous tournaments, she's either been first picked or banned. She has literally never fallen farther than first pick in any tournament. So her presence in global PvP continues to be very strong. And Mr. Aloha says, I do not want to deal with the Starlight Elena tonight, and immediately bans her from the tournament. Now, we are waiting for Ace to do our next ban here. They're chatting it up in Discord, and then we're just updating the sheet as we go. It looks like Astrius is going to be banned. Now, Astrius, a super strong water DPS unit getting taken off the board, has only been available for 2 tournaments, right? Only been in the game for 2 months worth of, Final 8 Cup drafts. Was second picked in the Worlds Collide Cup and was banned in the Boat Cup. Right, the one from last time. So Astrius is gone. Little Leela the Bold also going to be banned. So a dark ban coming across. She is a very popular counterpart to Joker, to Dark Fina, those kind of people. So Little Leela the Bold gone. And then Celis is going to be gone. The other half of the Celis Astrius combo is going to just get instantly removed. You can see she's been banned twice in the past and picked 13th in the Boat Cup. So she's been very, very strong, very popular. She's gone. I honestly don't know that I expected that. Once Astrius was gone, I don't know that Celis was still a necessary pick, but maybe Sir Mccrane is looking to run some fire today? I don't know. Okay, Sottily. So Sottily, the leader of the Crystal Church. This will be his first ban ever and his second top 8 cup. He was previously picked 7th in the Boat Cup. He will not be played in this one. And then here comes Cloud. Here comes Cloud. Now, has Cloud been in this game for a really long time? Yes, you can see Cloud has been in these top 8 cups since the Coastline Cup from way back in the day. And he's been 26th pick in that cup, and people were like, how did this guy get to the 26th pick? He was second pick the 2 cups after that, has been banned since. So no Cloud today. He's off the board. And then there's Velis. Do I need to say anything about Velis right here? Does Velis need any sort? And let me refresh the music right here. We seem to have there we go. Let's refresh that music. Okay, Velis has never made it into a top 8 cup. He's that good. He's been around for 3 top 8 tournaments. Banned. And once again, he'll be banned. Koryu says, I do not want to deal with that. Get that thing off of my screen. And I agree. And then Jaden, Summer Jaden is going to be Dervis's ban. Dervis actually subbing in tonight because Prince could not make it. So Dervis drops the Summer Jaden ban. And there we go. The 8 bans are in. Elena, Astrius, Leela the Bold, Celis, Sottily, Cloud Velis, and Swimsuit Swolbro, Beachbody Jaden is out of here. I do agree that that one is a little bit surprising. Now, next up, this is what the draft board looks like. This is not what we're going to watch, but this is what I'll show you. If you're new to this top 8 draft format, what you're going to see here is Mr. Aloha's first pick. So it's a snake draft. We'll go all the way to Dervis, who's the 8th pick. He will then get to pick twice, and it will snake all the way back up to Mr. Aloha for him to get 2 picks. We will watch this page right here because it has the beautiful graphics of one Starlet Francesca. So big shout out to her. Big shout out to Lego for once again making this spreadsheet because he's way better at spreadsheets than me. And Mr. Aloha says, you know what? Do you know what unit's been in this game for 2 days? Snow. Do you know what unit I'm going to pick? Snow. So we get to see Snow in his very first Friday Night Fights. He is the first pick. Guys, I don't know. I got my Snow to 120 literally last night right before I went to bed. Haven't used him yet. I went to sleep, went to work. I have no idea how strong 120 Snow is. He looks good on paper. He looks like somebody that, if paired with a lot of other really strong ice units, could be powerful. He's in. Mr. Aloha says, we're doing Snow tonight. And then Maverick rejoins on the YouTube channel. So thank you very much, Maverick. Okay, it's now Ace's pick. Ace has a lot of, I think he has a lot of options here. Now, the bands normally show up right here. It looks like we had a little bit of a bug. That's not a big deal. We can mostly remember what the bands were. They weren't too surprising, except for Summer Jaden, who did show up, so at least we know that one. Halloween Little Leela. This is a very early pick for Halloween Little Leela, especially considering that an ice unit is already in the match, but Aloha and Ace will not be playing each other first. If we go look at the bracket real quick, Aloha will be playing Dervis, and Ace will be playing Koryu. So that Ace at least knows right here, if he picks Wind and there's Ice Team coming from Mr. Aloha, he would only have to worry about fighting him in the finals, and he can probably pivot his draft a little bit before then to figure that out. So Halloween Little Leela off the table. Both of these units I have ranked at a 90 cost. Now, that's not totally fair for Snow. He's just default 90 cost, but you all know Leela's really a 70 cost. I say she's 90. Okay, Locke comes in next. This is not surprising at all. The only banned light evasion unit, if we go look at the bans real quick, was not Halloween Elena. Oh my god, please no. Elena was banned, so I would say Locke's biggest friend, biggest counterpart was banned, but still light evade, very effective. Locke goes to Cop, who loves to play the light element. Okay, More the Merrier comes in for Sir Mccrane next. There is a lot of Wind love on the picks and bans right here. Wind Jaden was banned. Wind Sottily was banned, and then Halloween Little Leela and More the Merrier picked in the first round. Sand Rooster will pick up Abara. Now, that is going to be a nightmare for me as a shoutcaster, because once I see Abara once, it's like, that's it. My mind calls everyone Abara for literally the rest of the tournament. But Sand Rooster will pick up Abara, and our first lightning unit is off the board for picks. She's in there. Cloud is banned, but it's 2 wind units, an ice unit, a light unit, and a lightning unit off the board already in the first round. Fire, yet to make an appearance. Earth, yet to make an appearance. However, both of their elements that they counter have already shown up. Eliza is going to come in next for Maverick, and let me just tell you guys, I have been experimenting with Eliza a lot lately for this current limited Guild Wars map, and she's really good. Like, Eliza is very good. I kind of knew that already. After getting my hands on her and kind of messing with her a little bit, I have a ton of respect for that unit. She is going to be a first round pick today. Maverick snags her, and that could also be as an attempt to keep her away from Mr. Aloha, because Eliza Snow and another ice tank or something like that could have been a devastating combo. So that's a big pickup for Maverick right there. Next up will be Koryu. Let's check out the bracket real quick. Koryu is playing Ace in the first round of the tournament. So Ace picked up Halloween Little Leela. Koryu would maybe like to go for some ice to counter that. Instead, goes for the Joom counter pick. Says, I'm not going to counter pick the element that I'm fighting. Instead, I'm going to take Wind's best tank off the table. I'm going to take Joom as the first, I was going to say the first tank picked in the draft, but I guess that goes to Snow. Right? I guess Snow is going to be the first tank taken. He's got a lot of initial hate. We'll say Joom is the second tank off the table. Super strong. But who is left for her? For Koryu to fill out his team? That could just be a straight up takeaway from his first round opponent. Nobody wants to deal with the Halloween Little Leela Joom super combo right there. And our first fire unit comes in for Dervis. Dervis goes Setia King Mont. Back-to-back picks. Dervis, I love to see what you just did. You knew you had picks 8 and 9 in the draft. You were like, I bet you no one is going to pick fire. So guess what? I'm going to pick 2 fire units as I allow someone to, someone's chat got blocked for some reason. I'm going to have 2 fire units on my radar, and if no one goes for them, I'm insta-locking them. Also, who does Dervis play in the first round? Dervis plays Mr. Aloha in the first round. Guess who Mr. Aloha picked? Snow. An ice unit. Guess what counters ice? Fire. So, that Snow pick, well, we shall see what that Snow pick can do. Now, we're back to Koryu. Koryu recently just snagged the Joom. Who's he pairing that with? Does he try to get maybe something like a Christmas Luartha? I could see that being a very good option here. Christmas Luartha would pair very well. No, goes for Valentine's Day Salier. Really interesting. So, prevents the Valentine's Day Salier counter pick against himself. Okay. Koryu, I'm sure Koryu, a great player, has a plan for those picks. We will see what that plan is when his third and fourth pick roll around. Next up is going to be Maverick. Now, Maverick has Eliza. Who is Maverick's first round opponent? We go look at the bracket here. Maverick is playing Cop in the first round. You basically can guarantee yourself, if you're playing Cop in the first round, that you're probably going to fight a light team. That is what Cop runs in all of these tournaments, and Cop is a top 8 draft winner, right? He's an actual champion of the cup. So Maverick just picks Classy Glassy anyway. That is a really early Glacialia Regalia pick right there. You'll love to see it. You'll love to see it. So that's pretty awesome. She has shown up in these tournaments before. I think she's undervalued, but really good. And Sand Rooster, left to his own devices, has picked up Esther. He is looking like the only Lightning player so far, and Ibarra Esther is a great combo. Mccrane snags Noctis. Okay, so Sir Mccrane has more the merrier in the first round, snags Noctis in the second round, because guess who Sir Mccrane is playing in round 1? I bet you it's Sand Rooster. It sure is. Our second fight of the day is Sir Mccrane versus Sand Rooster. So, knowing that Sand Rooster is building out a Lightning team, Sir Mccrane will have 2 picks before Sand Rooster gets his third. That could be a Noctis Oberon or something like that if nobody snags Oberon beforehand. You could see a Queen Macherie, our newest character into the game, or our newest non-limited character into the game. That would be a powerful combo as well. Big brain pick right there from Sir Mccrane. Now, we're back to Cop. Cop is able to just pick light at will. I don't know how strong light is going to be today, but I do know that letting Cop build whatever light team he wants is probably a mistake. He snags Jaden, so somebody to hold a good agility card for his lock right there. And then Ace goes ahead and pick Aranea. Ice has a lot of strong units, and Ace basically knows he's going to have to kill that June. Right? He's like, look, I'm going to have to cut through this Joom somehow or another. Aranea is going to be his pick. He's like, I'm going to try just use some ice, get Aranea out here. We'll deal with these fire teams later on down the bracket if that's something I have to do. Aranea is going to be my Joom Slayer. And now we get to Mr. Aloha, who, poor Mr. Aloha, first picks Snow. It's a bold first pick. It's a super bold first pick. And for your reward for the super bold first pick, you will now not be able to pair her with Eliza, Valentine's Day Salier, Aranea, or Velis, who was banned in the banning phase. So that's a big deal. Cloud was banned. I see Sir Safe is asking if Esther was banned. No, it was Cloud that got banned in the ban phase. And Aloha goes more Charlotte. Oh, that's interesting. So, goes regular more, the Ice Mage, and Charlotte. Now, Moore, very strong against magic attacks, neither of which is Setia or King Mont, but is a water unit, which could be good, and then pairs it with Charlotte, a tank. So it could be a double tank comp with the Snow Charlotte, or Mr. Aloha could be pivoting off Snow for the first round because he doesn't want to face Setia with a Snow. That seems like that seems dangerous, right? Now, Ace says, I'm going to take the Oberon away from Sir Mccrane. No Oberon for you, Sir Mccrane. I'm taking that away. I'm going to pair it with my Aranea and the Halloween Little Leela. So what Ace has the buildings up here is a Rainbow Piercing comp with a support. This is fine. If I was Ace, I might look for a tank with my fourth pick, but Aranea Oberon, very beefy piercing units, even though they're not tanks. Both are very not super easy to kill. That's English failing me right there. So Oberon is gone, and once again we're to Cop, who is still being allowed to pick whatever light unit he wants. Starlight Elena was banned, yes, but lock Jaden something else. This could be a Persona 5 Violet right here, which would complete an evasion team. It could be Lucio, the ultimate freemium unit. That is what's going to come in. The free-to-play god himself, Lucio, comes off the bench. And that's a really smart play because Lucio can do everything but support. He's not the greatest at anything he does, but man, is he a B+ at a whole lot of things. And for a 3rd pick in your draft, I think that's really solid. That puts it back to Sir Mccrane. Now, Sir Mccrane goes Winter Luartha. Just says, you know what? I'm going to just take Winter Luartha off the table and pair it with More the Merrier. Get the makings of a strong wind duo, neither of which is countered by anything Sand Rooster has. And Sand Rooster takes the Terra. That Dervis has to hate that. Like, I think Dervis was probably really looking for a Terra. I think she's one of the strongest fire mages in the game. That's a takeaway. With Classy, Glassy, and Terra gone, the mage element in fire, the fire's mage pool is now basically tapped out, right? So it's Maverick's turn. Speaking of Classy Glassy, Maverick has Eliza and Glacialia Regalia. That's really easy to say. So he's got those two. He does not have a support. He does not have a tank. He has a fire unit and an ice unit, and he is facing, well, I believe Maverick is facing Cop. There's not been a dark unit picked. That's what I'm going to say. If I have to fight light, I'm going dark. And I'm going to just go dark, and I'm going to build it anti-light, and I think that's pretty strong. But we'll see what Maverick does. He has no other dark unit, and it is shocking that there's no one's building dark. It's really cool. I'm all about it. You see dark all over the game, but 0 picks through 2.5 rounds of picking is nuts. It really leaves the door open, though, for somebody to snag 2 dark units on their last 2 picks. Maverick, Koryu, Dervis could pivot dark right now and have, I don't know, Joker, Leela, something like that. Or wait, did Leela get banned? Who got banned? The dark ban was, the dark ban was Leela. So it would be Joker and, the mage. The mage girl. Anyway, Summer Elsie comes off the board for Maverick. Super Honey Badger, thank you for the 18 months of Tier 1 subs. Much appreciated. So, Summer Elsie gets in the game. Sleepy time in the bikini on the beach to pair with Classy Glassy. So, that's a pretty strong little mage combo right there. 2 strong mages. Average cost, though, for Maverick's team is a little worrying in my mind. If you look at my average rank for those units, it's coming in at 85 right now. No one else is less than 90. And you have 2 people who are at 100. Now, are my rankings the end-all be-all for how strong these units are? No, not necessarily. Fob Central, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the channel. Resnick. There's the Resnick pick. The often slept on, super strong support to pair with June Valentine's Day Salier and herself. So Koryu has made a rainbow balanced team. You have a tank, you have a damage dealer in Valentine's Day Salier, and you have a support in Resnick. None of them are on element, but he can do anything he wants with his last pick. Koryu's last pick could be whatever he wants. I would look for a big time damage dealer if I was him. We will see. Okay, now it's Dervis' turn. Dervis has 2 fire units and is staring at a moor. Okay, so what are you thinking right here if you're Dervis? Do you pivot off of fire and sort of, tempt Mr. Aloha into another water pick? There's plenty of water units available, plenty of them. Or does Dervis go something else? Does he say, I'm going to mix in a light? Oh no, Dervis is going to do exactly what I would do. He's going to pick Dark Fina, so there's Dark Fina, and does he back that up with a Joker? That would be my play. I would bet, Black Rose Helena. Ooh, okay. The Master Ability 2 as of last week. Black Rose Helena comes in here in the 4th round. So Dervis, his picks are done. He has a split element team. It is dark, it is fire. Yeah, that's pretty good. It's crazy to me, though, that dark was... No one picked dark until literally the last pick of the 3rd round. That's a really solid team from Dervis, I agree. And Joker still being on the table is nuts. Joker is crazy. Okay, Koryu. Koryu has that super balanced team. Joker would fit nicely into that team. Honestly, Joker could do a lot of things for that squad. There she is. The heroine of Final Fantasy XIII, Lightning, coming in. We get to see Snow and Lightning both in this round. Both units have been out for 2 days, and 2 people have her, I'm guessing, at level 120. I would assume they maxed her out to play her in the tournament. That's awesome. So Resnick Lightning, something else for Koryu, who is staring, though. Here's the drawback of that Lightning pick. Ace is your first round opponent. Ace has Oberon. Ace is sitting on a 100 cost Earth unit. If you throw Resnick Lightning at that, it could be a problem. However, you do have Joom. Oberon is going to struggle to cut through a Joom. So, we'll see. We'll see. Jesus says he missed the bands. Jesus, here's your bands. The little pictures didn't show up today, but here's your bands. Elena Asterius, Dark Leela, Celis, Sottily, Cloud Velis, and Summer Jaden were the bands today. So that it was an interesting bunch of bands. All right, we're to Maverick now. Maverick has an Archer in Eliza and 2 mages, Classy Glassy and Summer Elsorel. Maverick needs something to tie this team together, or Maverick could go full DPS. We have seen full DPS teams in the past actually do pretty well in tournaments, just run over the other team. Essentially, the best defense is to kill everyone on the other side. It can work. That's a thing. He could go for that. He could go for that. If I was him, I'm looking at fighting that team. They don't have a tank either. So it could really just be a damage race if Maverick wants to go for that. No, I'm sorry. He's going to be fighting Mccrane, who has More the Barrier, Noctis, Winter Luartha. Yeah, it could be a DPS race. I would probably go for another ice unit right here if you have one Maverick that is built and ready to go. Laswell comes to mind. Laswell could be really good here. Fryevia could be very important for this team. We shall see. The nice thing about the Fryevia is she could use some rainbow cards that would also benefit Classy, Glassy, and Elsie. So we shall see. Maverick doing hard deliberations right here. Maverick's fighting Cop. Can I not read? Never mind, guys. I'm an idiot. Maverick's fighting Cop. My reading is, well, you know, it is what it is. Okay, so Maverick making those picks. If you guys ever wondered how we do this, Garvel. Garvel. There it is. So, Maverick is indeed fighting Cop, and Garvel is a dark unit that will do extra damage to light and has AoE 100% hit moves. Locke, Jade, and Lucio, there's the potential for a light evasion team right there. So what Maverick does is he says, I'm going to go to Garvel, somebody who can probably one-shot several of those units if he's allowed to do it. The drawback of the Garvel is he does more damage to light, but will also take more damage from light. If he is not covered for, he could just be deleted, and there's no tank on Maverick's team. So, I don't know, that Garvel might not be long for the world. We will have to see. And now we are to Sand Rooster, who is Abara, Esther, Terra. Again, no tank here, no support. Could just be another full DPS team, and we might just get some straight up DPS races. Go Summer Kitone. Okay, so double fire mages coming in for Sand Rooster. Maybe looking to the future here, thinking you're going to have to fight one of these teams with an ice unit, goes Summer Kitone, and then Sir Mccrane goes Gargas. Oh my goodness, Gargas coming in. Free to get unit, but you have to be able to clear all the selection quests. Still, Gargas has a lot of range. A big range unit right there, coming into pair with More the Merrier, Winter Luartha, and Noctis. There is a really powerful triple wind team right there for Sir Mccrane. And if we look at the brackets right here, so I don't misspeak again, Sir Mccrane is facing Sand Rooster in the first round. Sand Rooster has, no ice units right here, so you can probably get away with going triple wind in the first round if you're Sir Mccrane. Okay, we are now to Cop, who is going to be maybe the only player to play light in this whole tournament. Royal Pita, thank you for gifting a tier 1 sub to Zalgardis. Zalgardis says a big happy birthday from Royal Pita, who is always wishing happy birthday to as many people as he can. And then, we've got the chat bots coming up. We better ban the bots. Bots have been banned. Okay, there we go. We don't need any of that spam in here. Chat-69.xyz. Get your dating site advertisements out of our stream. Meanwhile, Cop. Now, here's the thing, guys. Here's the thing. When Cop's in the draft, giving Cop as many options as he wants is asking for a delay of game penalty. Cop is one of the most deliberate pickers we've ever seen. This man thinks through these picks really, really hard. It's probably why he's so good at the game. But he has entire light. Besides Starlight Elena, who was banned, Locke, Jaded, and Lucio, Cop's in his like dream scenario. He's like, I can have Violet, I can have Yuna, I can have Engelbert, I can have anybody I want. Starlet Francesca, thank you for the Prime sub. Francesca, it's our 1-year anniversary. 12 months, happy anniversary, Starlet Francesca. Thank you for always refereeing our tournaments and just hanging out with us and having a great time. Warrior of Light, also an option. So, Cop, thinking, deliberating. He's doing a lot of math. Cop has like 59 graphing calculators out right now, and he's figuring out like the derivatives of like all of these different teams, and maximizing his chances of winning the first round against Maverick. We'll see. We'll see. I'm just like, what, Fina? No, I doubt it. It's probably not going to be Fina. It could be. We have not seen an MR unit picked, although we have seen a Selection Quest unit picked, and Summer Katone, who did get a bit of a buff. Her Master Ability 2 did bring the big upgrade, and chat wants to see Hope. I am with Riser. My money's on Violet. I think Violet makes the most sense here, but I'm not Cop. Cop is a much better light player than me. I don't play light, really. So, eventually he'll pick. The beauty of... I think Cop just likes it. He likes to be picking and making me sit here and just say random stuff. Just random stuff. So, you guys want to see something random? Check this out. One of my students made me this bracelet today. You might think it's for like Pride Month. No, they just like rainbows because they're 10. So, I got a rainbow bracelet. That's pretty neat. Much appreciated. Rocking that for the tournament tonight. It's one of the... It could be Sakura. That's a good choice as well. Sakura, very strong. If you want to see how these are done, we just are on the Discord, and people are typing. He did it. The crazy man did it. He picked Fina. So we do get an MR unit in today's tournament. Fina coming out with Yuna still on the table, but Cop has set himself up here for a potential double missile light team. You have Jaden and Fina now. That's pretty OP. And then Ace goes Katone. Regular Earth Katone right here. Ace will be facing a Resnick Lightning potentially in the first round. Goes Katone, but that Katone could have a hard time cutting through Joom. Maybe. Thing with Katone, she can do Drain Force, so Drain Force not checked by elemental resistances. That'll be nice. And then, the final pick of the tournament is Renana himself. Renan coming in. He makes it into the tournament. He is the, 6th Lightning unit picked, and Lightning is the most selected element of the day. Now, what we're going to do, we're going to give the players about 10 minutes to just make their teams, get everything set up. Our first match of the day will be Mr. Aloha versus Dervis in about 10. So if you're live on stream right now and need to, use the restroom, get a snack like I'm about to do, now's your moment to do that. I'm going to cut the recording on the YouTube video and we will pick it back up in about 10 minutes with Mr. Aloha Dervis. Let's do it. All right, here we go. The first match of the top 8 draft is going to be Mr. Aloha versus Dervis, and we do see an elemental disparity right off the top. Mr. Aloha running more, Dervis running Setia. So there will be a little bit of fire versus water in here, but it's not totally going to be that. In fact, the Setia is the only fire unit on the team. Dervis is backing it up with 2 very strong dark mages in Black Rose Helena and Dark Fina. So Dervis's team leaning really into magic, and in fact both teams are leaning into magic as well. There's a unit attack resist buff with an agility buff attached to it for Dervis, and now it's Mr. Aloha's turn. Renan and who is it? It's Renan, Moore, and Charlotte. So Charlotte coming in here to be the lightning tank for this team. Moore steps up. She's channeling a spell. Both Renan and Moore looking to do some buffs. Charlotte is a good magic tank. There is a good chance for Charlotte here to get in there and tank these mages. We shall see. Okay, Black Rose Helena getting her accuracy buff across. There's Lightning's Blessing for Renan and Anti-Magic Life Wall for Moore. And the Moore pick is going to be very effective as well against Black Rose Helena and Dark Fina. Setia might have to do a lot of the hard carrying for this team, and it's really good idea from Dervis to put bells on her. She casts her bells, she gets up high, she's going to be able to start raining down arrows probably on her next turn. Dark Fiend is up next. It's her turn. She's got the looks like she's got the light killer staff right there. Dark attack and light resist buff, not going to be good against this team, but the other buffs from that will be nice. It's the all element. Okay, that's really interesting. So this Charlotte is foregoing her most important buff, in my opinion, for Mr. Aloha to do the elemental resist buff. I really like my Charlotte to put protect, shell, and regenerate on herself. Instead, this Charlotte goes for the elemental resist buff and then eats a big arrow from Setia, the limit break coming out. It does not do a ton of damage. Like, honestly, the Renan Moore team lived through that pretty well, and that was the physical damage. Moore and Charlotte looking pretty healthy. They're sweet support, so an agility buff comes out from Renan. He starts moving forward, looking to engage. It's Moore's turn next. Is she in range of Setia? Yes, she is. Jamming thrust. It's not a one-shot. Wow, that Setia tanked that fairly effectively. She's down to like 35% HP, sure, but there's healing options in there from the Dark Fina. If she goes for it, we will see. Setia's going to get another turn standing up on that cliff. She's got AoE. They're nice and grouped. She goes incinerating bow shot. Big damage. The Charlotte is getting chunked out, and the Charlotte does not have regenerate. There's Curse of the Serpent, re-raise online for Dark Fina. It's Charlotte's turn. There's the Glorious Armor. There's the Protect, Shell, and Regenerate, but it's a little bit late. The Regenerate is not going to proc until after she's probably dead, which means it won't proc, and the Protect wasn't there to protect from the Setia's attacks earlier. Black Rose Helena going to drop her limit break on the squad. Oh my gosh, they just don't even care about that magic damage. It barely did anything. And now Renan's channeling a spell, but guess what? It's Setia's turn again. Everybody is still grouped. Here comes Armor Incinerating Bow Shot number 2, if I had to guess. Here it comes. Is a fire unit going to hard carry the first fight? She's thinking about it. She doesn't know. She's going to run to the side. Thermal Exposure is the call. Charlotte and Moore both die. It's Renan versus 3. Renan goes ahead and makes that a Renan versus 2. Okay, Renan has surprised us in the past, especially if his counterattack, which is a damage-dealing attack, starts proccing a lot. He's channeling a spell. We'll have to see what it is. So's Black Rose Helena. Who's going to go first? Renan does. Thunderbolt comes out. Big damage right there on to the Dark Fina. But Black Rose Helena on the counterattack will one-shot Renan. He's dead, and it's going to be Dervis taking out Mr. Aloha. Snow does not get to make an appearance right here. Dervis wins. He will move on. If we go check out the screenshot right here, Snow. Hold on, let's get that on the screen. Snow never got to show up. Poor guy. Poor guy. If we look at the bracket, Dervis moves on to fight the winner of Sir Mccrane versus Sand Rooster, which is going to be our next match. All right, match number 2 is going to be Sir Mccrane versus Sand Rooster. Initial placement is done. You see Abara coming in slot 1 from Sand Rooster and Gargus coming in at slot 1 from Sir Mccrane. So it's Lightning Abara, like the OG Abara, versus Wind Do-It-Yourself Halloween costume Abara, aka Gargus. High magic stats for both teams, and we've seen mages doing a lot of work today, and in fact this match right here is 5 mages and Noctis. Now Noctis is really good against mages. He's got that little AoE spirit buff he can bring to the team. We'll see what he can do. Speaking of AoE spirit buffs, more the merrier, also bringing one of those. And Gargus, if Gargus is not somebody who you've seen in action a lot before because he's not widely used, he is a wind mage with a lot of range. On this map, there's potential for him, if the enemy team ends up kind of towards the middle, for him to put damage on them from really far away. So that'll be nice for him. Now, Noctis forgoes some of the buffs in his kit to instead go for bells. Meanwhile, Summer Katone is going to put the magic shield on herself. I think that's a really good idea. Unit attack resist up with the move and jump from the TMR buff right there for Terra. That's pretty powerful. Gargus already looking to do some damage, is channeling a spell. Marymore is going to go re-raise magic accuracy up for herself. So Marymore has gotten both of her important buffs online. She's unlocked, ready to go. Abara gets herself the Black Rose Helena TMR buff. Gargus goes Wind Flash onto the Kitone, and she shrugs it off. She did not care about that at all. Barely took any damage, and she's going to Hazard Slash for her counterattack. Huge damage. In fact, she hurt herself more than Gargus hurt her. Noctis is going to go Armiger Assault. He's going to open up the damage onto Terra right here. Terra already has courage, so even if he kills her, she won't die, but he only does about 35% of her health. Sand Rooster's team is looking really, really thick and hard to deal with. Here comes Crescent Riot Blade. It's going to be Terra's Limit Break. She goes into the sky, big slashing move. How much damage does it do? A lot. Noctis gets chunked out big. Okay, Gargus' turn. Can he bring some big AoE damage to get his team back into this fight? Can Marymore do the same? Uh-oh. Gargus isn't going to go till after Abara, which could be a big problem. Now, Marymore does not suffer from casting speed problems. She's going to punch Summer Kitone so hard that Summer Kitone just falls over. But Iyazawi comes out and Gargus gets cut down before he can cast a spell. That's what he had to be worried about. Noctis on the counterattack will plunge. That's big damage onto Abara. But Marymore and Noctis are right there staring down two enemies. Terra will cut down more. She'll re-raise, but can Abara get a spell off before she dies to the enemy team? Let's see. She's going to go Hairpin Dart. That will kill Marymore. She's dead. And it's going to be Terra's turn again before Noctis. If Terra goes, all Terra's stuff is instant. She's going to probably knock Noctis straight out of this fight. Let's see. Here's Terra. She's got her cape flapping in the wind. Noctis has got his bells shining bright. Sonic Pulsar will kill him. And Sand Rooster picks up the win with the triple mage team. Mages versus mages. It turns out that mages win. Good to see Terra putting in some work. One of my favorite units in the game. I like her a lot. Too bad, though, that, too bad our Windabara Gargas couldn't put in some more work. Dies while channeling a spell. All right, here we go. Third match of the day, we've got Ace versus Kioma, or aka Koryu from the Discord. Ace showing the slot 1 Oberon, but that Oberon, an Earth Element unit, is running straight into a slot 1 Joom that he might have trouble dealing with. In fact, it's double Earth units from Ace. But like I mentioned earlier in the broadcast, Kitone with Drain Force won't have a huge problem dealing with Joom, but we'll see. Now, we do get to see Lightning, Relentless Assault, the agility accuracy buff comes out, and here is our first taste of Lightning on Friday Night Fights. I have not built this unit yet. I'm just going to see what she does and just cast it as it goes, and it's going to be awesome. There's Vacuum Veil from Joom, so that's her Protect, Shell, and Hate buff. She's ready to take some aggro. Halloween Little Leela going to do my favorite thing for Leela, giving herself a re-raise. Oberon going to give himself his shield, so Oberon ready to go. Here's Lightning, still buffing everybody. That is a really good buff. Agility, accuracy, two things you really want, especially when you're fighting somebody like a Kitone who is over here buffing her evasion. You'll want all the accuracy you can get. Leela's going to start running through the maze. That Leela looks like she has no idea where she's going. Let's see what Joom can do. I don't think Joom can hit the Leela. That makes me think that maybe Joom has her AoE 100% hit move off. But you know who can hit that Kitone is going to be Valentine's Day Solier. And she drops 6,600 damage right on her head, which will kill her. But remember, the thing with Kitone, if she has over a certain amount of HP, she has permanent courage. So her courage pops, Kitone gets to live with 1 health, and Oberon did almost actually 0 damage right there to Joom. That Joom, if allowed to tank, might just carry this fight. Now, here's Detonation Blast. This time, Kitone will die. So, Kitone unable to participate in the fight. That's a big drawback. Dance of the Whirlwind will do a little bit of damage to Oberon while buffing the unit resist of Joom. And this Oberon just has a tough job. Cutting through this Joom is just going to be something he's going to struggle to do. He needs the other units to group on her so he can go with AoE moves. Now, his barrier going to get popped by Lightning's Barrier Buster. So, Oberon's shield is down, but Solier not in range of him. Range height too much of a problem. She'll have to go with re-raise instead. Leela moves up. Joom, crucially right there. Well, she does 2 real good things. 1 is she moves to the side. 2, she does 5,500 damage to Oberon and kills him, and this is looking like a blowout. Koryu's team with the Lightning Solier DPS combo is just running everybody over. I don't think Halloween Little Leela has this in her. She's going to look to do some damage. Meta Magic comes out targeting Lightning. It will do 3,500 damage, I mean, that's respectable. But, you know, respectable, she needs to kill 3 units here. One of them is a tank who just rebuffed Protect and Shell on herself. That's a big ask. Okay, let's see Lightning do some damage. Scourge comes out, and I agree. Halloween Little Leela, a Scourge, takes 7,653 damage. She does have re-raise, so she will come back to life. But Lightning's first bit of damage was impressive. Detonation Blast does more, and that's a win. Kioma picks it up. Halloween Little Leela, unable to participate in the fight, look to be trying to leave instead of fight, like chat was saying. It's a GG. There we go. Never say no to the wife? Yeah, well, about that. Okay, here we go. Maverick versus Cop. Now remember here, Cop, the light player, the best, I'll just say the best light player in Friday Night Fights. Here's what his team's going to do. Both of his units are going to go move to Lucio. Watch this. Like, Locke's going to run over here and single target resist, buff his whole group. Here it comes. He's going to dance around for a minute because, you know, we're like loading into the game. He's going to move over. He's going to cast his AoE buff. Then Jaden going to do the same thing. And then Lucio is going to cast Keenblade. Now, we might have DC'd. We might have DC'd. Nope, we didn't. There's Treasure Hunt's Fortune. Oh, it's not the unit resist buff. Locke goes ahead and uses his own TMR. So that's interesting. Jaden is going to pop Bells, and where's Jaden going to go? Jaden moves next to Lucio. You can't see it, but I just moved next to the camera to say that in a very conspiratorial way. There's Greater Chi Barrier coming in from Garvel. That'll be useful. And Classy Glassy going to start moving in. Rally Magic, so magic attack buff for herself. Here she goes. Now watch this. I smell Keenblade. Here it comes. Keenblade. Wow. Dervis wins his own bet with himself. Lucio Keenblades to start the fight, and we are off and running. There's Boon of the Phoenix, so re-raise onto the Lock with AP Restore, really strong. Jaden, very importantly, does have his Bells cast, and then can still Sniper Stance. So that's a good little 1-2 combo from the Jaden, and look at what the Keenblade does. It allows Lucio to get that first turn buffing his team, and then get a second turn where he moves into range and drops Radiant Nova, debuffing the Bravery on Garvel, who Detonation Blasts him for 4,300. Remember what we were talking about with this Garvel. We basically said he's going to be a very good unit into Light Evade if he is allowed to be a unit into Light Evade. Lucio moves out there and dies, but he chunks out the Garvel. If Locke can kill him, that's going to be a big deal. Locke has already killed Classy Glassy, so there's one 100 cost unit taken off the map, and Jaden has monstrous amounts of range, so he's not going to have a problem finding it here. Rotary Magic Cannon, the Limit Break coming out, he is going to do enough damage to kill Garvel, and it's Eliza versus 2. Eliza, a very good unit, does drop the Binding Javelin. It immobilizes the Jaden. We'll see if that's important. Here comes Locke. He's going to do what? He's going to get in range for the Dispel Dagger, remove all the buffs from Eliza. It's Jaden's turn next. I believe Jaden can Magic Blast from where he is and hit her. It's Golden Magic Shot, excuse me. That's a kill. Eliza goes down, and guess what? Cop with a light team is able to come out and win. There we go. Keenblade Lucio into the win. Jaden, Locke, hard carry. GG, Cop moves on. Now, if we look at the bracket, we got Dervis, Sand Rooster, right there, coming up next. And then Koryu and Cop to play to go to the finals. One person gets the title on the Discord. If somebody wins twice, do I make them a new title? All right, here we go. Next match, first semifinal match, it's going to be Dervis versus Sand Rooster. Now, Dervis bringing back the Setia that performed so well in his first match, 3,400 magic, so he's probably pairing her with 2 magic users. Sand Rooster only has 678 attack, so we're probably looking at another triple mage team here from Sand Rooster, showing the slot 1 Abara. Both players are readied up. We're going to jump into the game here in a minute. Right now, we're just, in chat, we are just, acknowledging how cool of a design Setia has. Like, her kit just looks so good. The outfit, the hair, all of it looks great. I'm just going to keep talking until Dervis hits start. It's always this really weird moment for me when I'm like shoutcasting and both players are ready and I'm like talking to like try to build into the match, and then like the start button just isn't hit, it isn't hit, it isn't hit, and I'm like, yeah, words, and then eventually I tell a story about like chickens or something or start calling everybody Abara. Anyway, here we go. It's 5 mages in the game. Summer Katone, Terra, and Abara. We saw this team from Sand Rooster before. It worked really well. Can it come out and run over another team with its magic damage? Maybe it can. Hopefully we haven't got DC'd. There's definitely been a loading time bug today, like, we load into matches very slow. We're just going to wait for these buffs to start going off. If we have to wait too long, we'll just drop out and come back in, and we'll run it like that. I'm going to give it a countdown from like 5, 4, 3, 2, 2.5. Wait, that's forward. 2, 1.5, 1.25, 1.001. We got to the thousandths place. Yeah, I'm going to leave and come back. Okay, we're going to drop the room. We're going to jump back in. 7, 3, 3, 5, 1. Luckily, on a map like this, if we did miss a little bit of the action, it will just be a little bit because there's just a lot of buffing early on in a fight. 7, 3, 3, 5, 1. Here we go. Maybe it's just if you go first, there's bugs. It could be. I don't know. Like, Sand Rooster, whatever is up with your internet, oh my goodness, it is not conducive to me spectating a match. We're loading in. We're trying to load in. The Chocobo is still moving occasionally. I think with every Sand Rooster match, I should just come in, immediately leave, and then immediately rejoin. Here we go. We're kicking it off. Black Rose Helena is in there. Dark Phoenix about to work her way in. She's going to give herself the AoE resist and slash resist buff. Black Rose Helena is already really low, and she's staring down Summer Catone, but she's going to drop her limit break. Tinnerbro Rose comes out. Summer Catone is well, she has her magic resist. We'll see. Summer Catone could tank that. She does. I kind of was like expecting her to die in my brain. That's not what happened. Here comes Crescent Riot Blade here from Terra, looking to do some carrying again. I would say Terra was the hardest carry of the last Sand Rooster match. She does a big amount of damage right there, and here comes Abara. She's going to also drop her limit break, Malevolent Lightning. Can Dark Leela take 2, or Dark Fina take 2 limit breaks and live? No, she cannot. She goes down, but she does have re-raise. So she is going to get to counterattack unless Catone can snipe her out. We'll see. Catone's instead going to go for Black Rose Helena and kill her. So Black Rose Helena is down. It's Dark Fina versus 3. I don't like Dark Fina's odds right here. She's channeling a spell. She's going to try and kill one. Comet will kill Summer Catone, but here comes Terra. Terra is going to just put pain on here. Sonic Pulsar, that's 7404. That's a win for Sand Rooster. He's going on to the finals to face the winner of our second semifinal match, which is going to be Koryu versus Cop, and that's coming up next. All right, both players are ready. We can see Koryu versus Cop. Cop with his light team looking to make it to the finals. Koryu with his Joom looking to shut the light team down. Now, an interesting thing here for Koryu. Joom does have 100% hit abilities in her kit. It's her big AoE move. But if you turn that on, it can mess with her buff rotations a little bit and cause her to, like, 1, run out of AP, and 2, not get her, in some cases anyway, not even get her hate buff cast. We'll see if Koryu chooses to do that. Whereas Lightning, well, we're going to see how she does against this evade team right here too. She's going to be buffing her own accuracy, which is important. Valentine's Day Solier does not need it, but Lightning definitely does. There's the Keen Blade buff from Lucio, so he's moving forward. Valentine's Day Solier going to put her shield up, so she's ready to go in there and mix it up. And here comes Joom, straight over the top. Stormwind Rend, there it is. Just like I was talking about. The Lucio moves forward, baiting the Joom into moving forward and attacking with her 100% hit buff, which is nice, but now she doesn't even have hate on. Her positioning will, though, draw a little bit of the initial aggro. Here comes Lucio. He's going to move over and hit Solier, I bet. No, he's going to do his limit break. They're going to try to take down the Joom early. Here's Lucio's LB. It is going to do... oh my gosh, 5,000 damage to the Joom. She is chunked out. Lightning's up next. She's out of range to do damage, but she will buff herself with her Pursuit. That's her extra damage ability right there. She buffs her slash attack. Lightning's unlocked. She's ready to go. Joom has to settle for just an auto attack because she's out of AP. Here comes Locke. He's going to go Rising Sun, take Joom out of the fight. Honestly, if you're Koryu, you're probably fine with that. Joom got out there, took the first 3 hits and did pretty well. And now your team might get to counterattack unless Lucio can kill Solier. It's just an auto attack and she lives. That's huge because now Lightning can kill Lucio and Solier can go for the detonation blast onto the entire back line for Cop. Here comes Solier. No, she goes Twin Chi Rupture for Jaden instead. It's a kill, so that's good, but it's a 1v2 now. Locke versus 2. This Valentine's Day Solier is not long for the world. 1,100 damage will take her down. Can Lightning hit Locke. That could be a big difference here. Spark Strike, it hits him. It doesn't kill him, but the follow-up attack takes him down. He has Re-Raise. Lightning accurate enough to hit him. Here comes Locke on the counterattack. Can he one-shot her? He only has 1,450 HP left. Wicked Pummel will not one-shot her. She's plenty tanky enough to survive that. It's her turn, 89 AP. Can she find the angle and hit him again? She gets to the side. She's going to auto-attack, and he dodges it. Oh no. Okay, Locke gets to go again. The counterattack comes in. Counter Siphon. Is it dodged? We have 1 FPS. It is dodged. Rising Sun will do 4,290 something damage. Okay, both players are one-shottable. Spark Strike will not hit. Locke's gonna get to go again. He gets behind her. Counter Siphon misses again, and Locke dodges everything. He's unhittable, and Cop picks up the win. Dodges like 3 attacks and 2 counterattacks or something. Oh my goodness. Lightning just ran out of accuracy. Once that accuracy buff fell off. Okay, here we go. It's time for the finals. We've got Cop versus Sand Rooster. Now, Cop, a previous winner of the Friday Night Fights Top 8 draft, looking to just get his second, big title win. Sand Rooster never won a Friday Night Fights top draft before, looking to earn that Discord title for the first time. Cop running his Lucio, 3,300 attack. That's probably Locke, Lucio, Jaden. We get to see Esther this time. Esther, this is her first appearance in the tournament so far today. She was picked. She's coming in with Terra and Katone. So 2 of the same units in Terra and Katone. Esther is going to be the bench option here. We've seen this exact team from Cop before. Prepare yourself for a TMR buff from Lucio here in just a second. Now, I'm going to count down from about 5. This is a Sand Rooster match, and if you've ever seen a Sand Rooster match before, oftentimes it means you miss the first part of the match because some weird connection bug happens with him. Counting it down, 3, 2, 1. Let's rejoin this room. 67043. 67043. Sand Rooster, he must do like secret strategies or something that when we drop the stream, he's like in there, he like turns on manual for a minute, casts all these crazy buffs, and then when we get back in, Cop's team is like dead on the floor, and no one can prove it wrong, right? I don't know, Sand Rooster has the weirdest internet in the world. Our Chocobo's running, we probably missed the buffs. Let me tell you how Cop's went. Locke moved forward, used his TMR buff, agility luck buff for the whole group. Jaden popped bells, then Lucio used Keen Blade. They might get to go again. The Summer Katone has probably put her magic shield on and moved forward. Esther would probably pop bells. No, we're just getting started here. There's the move jump buff from Terra. She's straight in there. That Terra's ready to go. There is the bells from Esther. She's also going to move forward, but she's got to run through the pit. Summer Katone is going to look to put her magic shield up. Terra frontlining will get dispel daggered by the Locke, and Jaden's going to be in range to probably finish her off. Golden magic shot comes in. She is not she has already cast her courage. That's a big deal. So she lives with the courage. Katone move and jump +1. Lucio though says, you know what? I keen bladed myself. That means I get to go again before you, Terra. Radiant Nova will kill Terra and do a little bit of damage with a bravery debuff to Summer Katone. Okay, here comes Locke, and man oh man is this light team fast. The combination of that keen blade plus the agility buff from Locke, this team is consistently just lapping the enemy team, and that is what is getting them the win. Summer Katone goes down before she can even do anything, and all of a sudden it's Esther versus 3. Sand Rooster, good luck. Esther comes up, Stormbred, and Locke dodges it. This is looking really, really bad for Sand Rooster's team. Drill shot comes out, 3,700 damage to Esther. Here comes Lucio, 10,000 HP, 50 AP. No one on Cop's team has taken damage yet. Scintillating Eclipse, 2255. Esther's a tanky girl. She's real hard to kill, but man, oh man, is Cop's team fast. Locke will take her down, and even if that hadn't taken her down, the Lucio still had another turn. Cop putting on a clinic in both agility tuning and in keen blade utilization, I guess. Just too much agility, too much speed. Cop picks up the win, his second ever top 8 draft win, so congratulations to Cop. And honestly, let's put the bracket on the board. Congratulations to everybody who played in today's top 8 tournament. Now, We will have a new tournament series kicking off starting next Friday. It is an elemental themed tournament. It's going to be a combination of both limited elements and rainbow based teams. So expect to check out the Discord early next week for an infographic that tells you what all the weeks will be. We always kick it off with an Anything Goes Week 1. I'll have the map posted on there. If you want to play in Friday Night Fights, it is a great time to get in there and start participating. I look forward to some new faces, maybe some returning faces. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Have a great rest of your evening. I'll catch day, weekend, the weekend. Not the singer, the days of the week, Saturday, Sunday. Peace.